I'm recording this as I drive to my daily Ubering day. And so you're going to hear some sounds where I'm rejecting these low-paying trips. You're going to hear the radio on. But none of that is important. I'm just kind of setting the stage for you so you know where you are. At any rate, I'm making this post because I looked at the fact that somewhere between 5 and 7 years ago, it was very easy to make $100,000 a year, over $100,000 a year driving Uber. And then 2022 happened. Uber actually raised the prices on passengers January of 2022. No memo, no inter-office memorandum, no text message, email, nothing. But they send us all those types of communications for bullshit really that doesn't help any driver's bottom line. Like lowering the freaking benchmark payout, which means if you drive a certain number of trips, you get a bonus. That bonus used to be anywhere from $300 to about $800 about 7 years ago. Now that bonus for weekend bonus, you could do 60 trips and they give you a bonus of $85. Can you see the difference I'm talking about? It's a big fucking difference. At any rate, this is to share with you the life of a Uber driver's dollar. So what used to be 80 cents of every dollar spent on Uber by the passenger went to the driver. Now it's somewhere between 40 and 60. We're going to stay on the high end, even though a lot of drivers may disagree with me. But let's say it's 60 cents on every dollar a driver keeps. At any rate, out of that 60 cents, he's got to pay about 10 to 15% for living expenses and utilities. Got another 10% for maybe a car note and maintenance of that car, insurance and things like that. Then he also has to buy gas on a daily basis. That's another 10% of that 60%. Now, if my numbers don't add up, that should tell you the Uber driver is pretty much left with not a damn thing. So at any rate, we're still not finished now. We stopped at gas. So after gas, just regular old living expenses, entertainment, food, that's another 5 to 10%. And I almost forgot, we do have to pay Uncle Sam just like you do, regular folks. So we're not pre-tax. We have to pay our taxes after getting the money. So after paying taxes, let's just say 28%. That leaves a driver in the negative most of the time. And I share this with you, and you probably don't give a flying fuck about it, but I'm sharing it with you to let you know that Uber drivers are just regular people that have regular situations, and they have issues they deal with too. But we have to keep that in, because when you step in our car, it's showtime. We have to be on our best behavior, or most of us, all of us should be on our best behavior. I know it's challenging because you're dealing with the public, but I'm just saying we have issues just like you. And that dollar shrinking the way it has over the last 5 to 7 years does not help that situation at all when you have passengers being assholes and we're not getting paid that much to be dealing with this bullshit. So sometimes that's why you have bad situations that happen in Uber cars. Now, I just shared a secret with you that you may never have known about had I not shared it with you. And there's more to this secret, which I will not go into here. I just wanted to give you a little something to think about. What do you think an Uber driver should do in this situation? And complaining is not one of the options, and I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a pure fact. But what do you think an Uber driver should do in this current situation? Now, there are a lot of us that know how to work the system. I just read today a young man said Yeah, about 5 years ago, I was making about 5 grand a week at Uber because I learned how to work the system. And that's exactly what I do. And many drivers you see who's still driving today, they know how to work the system. There's ebbs and flows in dealing with Uber since there's no one to talk to on a personal level. It's all emails and chats and all that bullshit. So, I am a face-to-face type of person, and I think a lot of these guys look like they're over 35 to 40 years old out here driving, or also person-to-person people. Texts and emails and all that bullshit gets nothing done. The message is always lost in translation. Again, this is not a complaint. I'm just stating facts and just get some input from the general public. What would you do if you were that Uber driver and what used to be 80% of a dollar coming to you is now about 40 to 60% coming to you? What would you do? Place your answer in the comments. And thanks for listening. And keep Ubering. We got to pay our bills too, you know.